タパルトデッキ開放。モビルスーツ隊順次発進。作戦スタートです。
Back on 31st of May, there was a new free-to-play team battle action game released on Steam based on Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2. But if you look at the Steam page, it has overwhelmingly negative rating. What happened? Well, since I have just a bit over 100 hours of playtime, and I have gone to Master Sergeant, whatever that means, I have no idea about military stuff, I think I am qualified to talk about the game. First, I need to ask you, do you like Gundam? Or maybe that's a question too early if you don't even know what Gundam is. Maybe you only know about Gundam from Gundam Evolution or The Witch from Mercury. But in case you don't know, Mobile Suit Gundam is a Japanese military sci-fi anime where people also live in space, and people have developed large humanoid-shaped mobile weapons called mobile suits, which are used in battle all over Earth and space. The story first started in the UC timeline, Universal Century. Nowadays, the Gundam series has gone further and even divided into different timelines, having different stories and different mobile suits. And that's the basic stuff you need to know about Gundam. If you happen to search up Battle Operation 2 on YouTube, you may see a Battle Operation anniversary video. The video is in Japanese, so you may not know what it's talking about, but you can see the thumbnail has a 10th anniversary logo, so you can already tell Battle Operation has years of history. That's the first Gundam Battle Operation, and then the next one is next, not 2, and then 2 came out. And finally there's Cold Fairy, and now in 2023, Battle Operation 2 got announced again, but this time on Steam as a game port, no cosplay by the way. And that's all for the games in the Battle Operation series. In Battle Operation 2, the player plays as a mercenary employed by a private military group. And that's it, that's the background story. Now you can jump into a quick match, choose your mobile suit, and go fight other people. Now, if you ever saw a video about giant robot dudes or Gundam in Yokohama, Japan, you can actually see these huge robots moving around. But what you will also notice are the slow movements. Machines of these scales are insanely slow. Of course it's gonna be like that. They're heavy machineries made from a lot of metal. And the mobile suits in Gundam, like the Gundam for example, weigh at least 60 tons. Basically they're tanks with legs. I wouldn't expect it to run or even jump around like in anime. So for the movement in game, they are also slow as fuck. You know, there's some Steam reviews saying the controls are clunky and it's horrible. It's on purpose, okay? It's even upgradable. Anyway, you will really feel like you're piloting a heavy machinery, but at the same time, the game's mechanic will do its own thing. If you are not careful, damage you can receive in a short amount of time is extremely high. Not only that, there are boosters, emergency evasion, tackle, hit stunts, combos, takedowns, invincible time, support fire, counter. There is so much stuff happening, you need to think about your attack priority and strategy. Playing well with your teammates is very important. There is also this rock paper scissors kind of system, and they have different specialities. Raid is stronger in melee and faster, support is stronger in long range and slower, and general is kinda in the middle. And every class will deal more damage to one side and less to the other side. But every mobile suit is different. Even though they may be in the same class, they have different skills. One may be harder to get stunned, one may not have emergency evasion, so it is also important to learn the weapons and skills of each mobile suit. And speaking of mobile suits, there are over 350 of them in game. I think there's even more than guns in some shooters. There's even a full description for each mobile suit, so you can definitely find your favorite with so many options. And upgrade parts are also important as well. They can improve the strong part further or reduce the weak part of your mobile suit. And the way to obtain this from a Japanese online game is of course gacha. Or you can just buy it from the shop. Actually, most of the stuff can be bought, just except some rare ones that you can only get from the gacha. I don't think that will be pay to win, because in my opinion, learning the game mechanics is far more important. There are so many game mechanics, and it combines into a good game. If only there are no bad connections, the worst fall it can have as an online game. Back from when it only just got released, it's already a total mess. There's a tons of maintenance, which means you can't even lock in the game, so the Steam rating immediately dropped into overwhelmingly negative. To be fair, patches do happen a lot when a new game just got released, but the amount of time it happened in Battle Operation is a lot higher than the average. But now the only maintenance you get is when it gets new content, so now everything is fine, right? No. The maintenance problem is fixed, people can log into the game now, but I didn't even talk about the connection yet. Matchmaking is trash. It takes a very long time, it will kick you out, it may not say anything at all, the lobby doesn't get full, it doesn't start, and when it finally starts, there may be at least 1 or 2 people disconnected from the match. There is this one time 6 people disconnected, so it became a 3 versus 1, and that poor guy couldn't even respawn. That's just sad. And when it is the end of the match, if you're unlucky, you will just be standing there, stuck, the loading screen doesn't stop, so you may have to force quit or it will kick you out. But if you quit in mid-game, you will get a warning. If that happens again, a few days ban. So the overall experience, not great. The only reason I can endure it is probably because I'm a Gundam fan. But hey, when it works, it is really fun. I still hope you can try it out if you're interested. There's a lot of things that I didn't even talk about or explain, so if you actually want to know more about it, highly suggest you to go check out this channel on the Leasu. He even have a beginner's video request by Bandai, just make sure to use a subtitle. In case you couldn't tell from the name, it's in Japanese. And that's all I have to say. I really hope you'll be having fun in Battle Operation. You may be wondering why my UI is in Japanese. Well, because why not?